There. Welcome to this week's video update. Got a few things to talk about, but I want to start by just congratulating and thanking everybody for making the Halloween activities really special for our kids yesterday. Renaissance Rally at the high school was great. Lots of recognition of our students. Nearly every student was recognized for something yesterday, and that's a really wonderful thing. The costume parade down here for our K through 5 students was a lot of fun. It's really cool to see not only the kids but also staffulty members in both buildings dressed up and having a lot of fun. And then also our preschool students had an opportunity to jump on the bus and go and do some trick-or-treating a couple of times yesterday. So all in all, just a lot of fun, very well done. Don't anticipate ever seeing Martha or me dressed as members of the band KISS again, but we certainly had a lot of fun with that too. I want to congratulate Jamie Franklin. Jamie Franklin last week was the winner of the prize because she uttered the winning phrase, "John Elway's the greatest quarterback of all time," first. So we'll have another contest going on during this video. Instead of a magic phrase, this time I'm going to have a trivia question for you. So that's going to come up in just a little bit, so make sure you stay tuned. I also want to thank Kristen Rath and Ryan Trapecio for being members, or not members rather, but for being guests on the We Are West Grand talk show. That's been a lot of fun to do. Weekly we'll be getting that video shot, shared on the Facebook page and the website and all those kinds of things. Kristen's video last week had almost 200 viewers, and Ryan's video has only been up for less than 24 hours, but I think we're already at 40 or 50 viewers for that one. In Ryan's video, we also have the cross-country team from the high school that made an appearance, and they talked about a few things, including their team motto and what they thought we should do with Coach Trapecio's beard. Should we have him shave it off? Should we have him keep it? Should we just have him clean it up? You know, whatever the case may be. And actually, you have an opportunity in that video to give us your thoughts as well on what do we do with Trip's beard. Speaking with beards, I would like to invite anybody who would like to participate in Movember, the Movember Challenge, to join me. I'm going to be shaving the goatee off later on this afternoon, and once I do that, I will be attempting to grow a full beard. I really can't do that. Well, I can, but it's really ugly. But just so you know, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. The Movember Challenge, the idea there, of course, is to increase awareness around screenings for prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health awareness, and suicide prevention in men specifically during that month. So anybody who wants to participate, let me know that you are. That way we can get some photos throughout the course of the month and kind of see how those things are going. I want to remind you to make sure you vote. If you haven't registered to vote yet, you still can. You just have to register at the polling place. Definitely something that you want to get your voice heard. We're excited to find out next Tuesday whether or not Amendment 73 is successful, of course. And I'm feeling good about that one. And when you see Rebecca Guthrie or Tara Sharp out there in the community, make sure you tell them thank you for all their work. They've done a lot of things to bring awareness to Amendment 73 here in our community, and I really appreciate their efforts. So tell them thank you when you see them. Okay, let's do today's trivia question. The highest paved road, as far as elevation, in North America happens to be here in the state of Colorado. Your trivia question is, where does that road go? So the first person to get the answer to that trivia question to me, whether that's text message, email, whatever the case may be, come and see me in person, you're going to win a prize. And I'll announce that next week in the video update. Let's see, American Education Week is coming up. That is going to be the week of November 12th. We're planning some pretty fun things in cooperation with West Grand Education Association. So Jane Jansen and Martha and I had some really good conversation around that. We'll continue to do so, and we'll get the information out on specifically what we'll be doing. I will tell you that Tuesday, which is the 13th, the board will be signing a proclamation declaring the week of November 12th as American Education Week here in West Grand. So that'll be a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward to that. On that Monday, November 12th, we also will have a reunification training that'll be taking place in our boardroom. So the 15 or so members of our district safety team will actually go through a pretty intense training, pretty in-depth training around designing the reunification process. So imagine if we have to evacuate the K-8 building, the high school, or the entire district to another location. The process of then reunifying each student with their parent, making sure we have the correct parent with the correct student, those types of things, and keeping the entire process neat and organized. There's a lot of moving parts there. So we're going to be working really hard on that next week. I'm very much looking forward to that. We'll have the auditors here next week. So we have our annual financial audit that we do every year. It takes place in November. That actually will begin on Monday of next week, and we'll see the auditors here throughout the course of the week. Some of you may have an opportunity to come in and answer some questions for the auditor. Don't be intimidated if we call and ask you to come over. It's nothing bad. It's just simply an opportunity to answer some questions around process. We look at the audit as an opportunity for us to just continue to get better and really clean up any areas around the financial realm that we need to tighten up. So that'll be taking place next week. We have a home playoff game for high school football tomorrow night. That'll be at 7 o'clock against Front Range Christian Academy. Your West Grand Mustangs are the #1 seeds this year in the 8-man football playoffs. So come on out and cheer them on and support them. Hopefully we get a few more playoff games, and we'd sure love to see those Mustangs win a state title. They've had an outstanding season, and we look forward to seeing it continue into the postseason. As far as things that I'm working on, some school to career work that both Tommy and Liz have been involved with, and our career and technical education teachers. We're working and partnering with Henderson Mill and Mine, and specifically Tara Hosick, who's their contact person on this. Some of that's going to involve career fairs that Tommy is working on developing, and then also the end goal is getting our students out into the community, spending some time alongside business professionals in an area that they find interest in, potential career interest in, and just really taking their learning to another level. So we're working on that. We're working on looking at next steps with professional development for project-based learning. None of those PD steps will happen this year. It's more of things we're looking at for next year. So if you have some thoughts around additional professional development that you'd like to see specific to project-based learning and that particular initiative, talk with your principal, talk with me, talk with Laura, and we'll definitely take a look at that. We'd like to make sure we have something good in place. The last thing is a communication item we're working on, and actually Jimmy has been very instrumental in this, researching the possibility of putting in a new PA system at the high school and possibly even down here at the K-8 building. Both of the PA systems, there are some areas that we feel we're lacking, the high school one in particular. So been doing some research on that, and hopefully that's something that we could see take place not too terribly far down the road. Update that communication within the buildings and just really increase safety around that area. That's primarily what I have for you today. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Go Mustangs. Get out and support them. Middle school basketball, they're on the road for a tournament this weekend. Good luck to them. And everybody just have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Try and stay warm.